One word only. I advise to the representative of the United States to be polite. It will be better for yourself and the country you represent. Thank you.
The representative of the United States has asked for the floor to make a further statement.
Frankly, I'm not going to dignify this with another response, especially as this representative sits here in this body representing a regime that has killed tens of thousands of its own people and imprisoned many more simply for wanting freedom from your tyranny. Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm just letting y'all know, Iran said that we are safe. They're only after one person and one person only. But we are safe. Okay? All right.
Don't be saying too much about Iran. They said that we're cool. They said that we are cool. They said African Americans have been through a lot. So don't say too much. Don't go over there and don't be doing too much. And you know, if you look like us and you wearing that camo, you better not be doing too much. Because they said that we cool. They said that we cool. So I just want to let y'all remember that. Like, they said that we cool. They know that we kidnapped. They know that we're hostage. We have no nationalism in this bitch. We ain't got no say. We ain't got no motherfucking... I ain't got no say. I ain't got no say. You see, we try to give them a black woman president, an actual, like, and she's still not even African American. The bitch is everything but we got the lightest one. They didn't even want her. Obama doesn't count. Obama's not African American. He's not black American. He doesn't count. His dad's Kenyan. Doesn't. We have no say about anything. Don't even look at Obama. Don't look at Kamala. They don't represent us.
Hey, hold up. Hold up. Shorty say that black people are cool. Iran said we cool. And I'm just like, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think it just goes like, oh, y'all, all the inner city places, y'all cool. You know, we just gonna trip off of like Hollywood and certain parts of Texas. Stop. Of course, we gotta dive into the comments. Like, so they supposed to just dodge us? It's supposed to like have some type of radar where it's like doo blacks? Nah, I don't think that's. You think the people with the, I don't know. How the bill is supposed to? Why they got Shamar just going through it? I gotta go find out what Shamar said. Somebody put in the comments what Shamar said. I think Shamar dropped a song or something, but I don't think the bomb's gonna just dodge us though. I don't think the military blacks are gonna just like be out of dodge either. I don't think they're gonna just be like, nah, don't get those guys that's shooting at us though. They cool in the game. They not on the Epstein list. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't think it worked like that though. I hope so. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be in it. I'd rather not. You know, if it works that way, then fine. Hey, sign me up. Goddamn me, sign me up.
Did you know that during the 1979 Iran hostage crisis, they released 13 black American and female hostages about 2 weeks after the U.S. embassy was seized? They basically released them because they realized and recognized that black Americans and women...
Hello guys, my name is Judith and you are welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe, because today we are talking about a viral clip that has people asking some serious questions about America, Iran, and the way powerful countries talks about human rights. In the video, representatives from the United States and Iran has a tense exchange at the United Nations. The American side talk about Iran government and its treatment of its own people. But then we see reactions from black Americans, and some of them are basically asking, why should we automatically see this conflict as our problem? And honestly, I think that question deserves attention. This is not about saying Iran is perfect. It's not about saying, and it's not about defending any government. It's about asking whether America should always be viewed as the world's moral authority when many Americans are still dealing with racism, poverty, expensive healthcare, high rents, and other serious problems at home. So let's talk about it. And guys, this is where I think the conversation gets really interesting. When America talks about freedom and human rights around the world, those are important values. Nobody should be against freedom or human rights, but people are also allowed to ask a simple question. What about the people here at home? What about families struggling to pay their rent? What about people who can't afford medical care? What about communities dealing with poverty and underfunded schools? What about people who feel like the system works better for the wealthy than it does for ordinary workers? These are really concerns. And when people hear politicians talking about freedom in another country, while they are struggling with problems in their own neighborhoods, and when people hear politicians talking about freedom in another country while they are struggling with problems in their own neighborhoods, it is understandable that they might ask, what about us? That is why I think the reaction from some black Americans in this video are interesting. They aren't necessarily saying that Iran is good. They aren't necessarily saying that America is bad. Some people are simply saying, don't expect me to automatically support a foreign conflict just because my government tells me who the enemy is. And that is an important distinction. We can criticize the Iran government and still criticize the American government. We can care about human rights in Iran and still care about human rights in America.
In general, were also victims of American imperialism. And so they released them because they were like, hey, they're less likely to be spies, so we'll let them go. They held onto the remaining 52 hostages until about January of 1981. And then those same 13 Black American and women hostages were later excluded from the financial compensation provided to the other 52 hostages by the American government.
I am here in the beautiful city of Detroit to visit one of the incredible small businesses. But before I go in, I want to address what we learned today. Donald Trump has dragged us into a war the American people do not want. He has put American troops in harm's way. I unequivocally oppose this war of choice, and everyone should. And the bottom line, when it comes down to it, is that if we want to stop Donald Trump with this random decision that he has arrived at, then Congress must act, and Congress must act immediately. The American people do not want our sons and daughters to go into this unauthorized war of choice, and I unequivocally oppose it. Thank you.
What the hell you mean we are gonna have some casualties? Like what's that? What's the we all about?
You guys remember back when the big beautiful bill was being talked about and they were going through everything in it? Do you guys remember them saying that they were cutting out Medicare or Medicaid and the VA benefits, that the VA, the veterans, they couldn't get their medical benefits, they couldn't get their mental health benefits and medicine that they needed to stay stable, you know, because of the PTSD that they suffered over, you know, in the wars that they've had to go and participate in. Remember how we were just talking about, we got veterans right now that are homeless. They don't have any more medical benefits. They don't have any more mental health care benefits. Remember we were just talking about that? And the administration that took all that away from them is the same administration who's saying that they finna ask you to go out and fight for them. The same administration and the leader of the administration that when the first casualty came home from the Iran war last night, when that flag-covered coffin was brought out that plane, there was no president there to salute it. But they're expecting you. This very person is expecting you to go out and lay your life down in Iran. For what? For what? They've already shown you. You see, this is what happens when people show their true colors once they feel like they don't need you anymore. See, when there was no war going on, they were telling the veterans, we taking your benefits, we taking your health care, we taking any type of financial assistance. We don't care no more. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You getting too much money. You can't get disability and your retirement package. You can't get them both. That's too much money. This is all the things they were telling actually veterans that had already went out there to put their life down for this country under the promise of when you come back, we got you. It's so many veterans out here that have been dropped by this administration. And this same administration is now asking people to get up and re-up and go back out and do it again, to come home to face the same thing the veterans that we're watching today suffer. Who the hell is finna sign up for that? I know mine not. He can put Barron out there. He can put Don Jr. and Eric. Let them go out there. They the ones making all the money from it anyway. That family has made billions of dollars in a year. Billions. It's time for them to pay up. We can't even pay our rent, mortgage, car note, insurance. God forbid something happens, we have to go to the hospital. We doomed. But you want our lives out there while the ones are sitting back here with all the money are sitting up looking at us going, and going on about their rich business. Who the hell do they think finna sign up for that? You have already shown us you will not take care of the veterans once they return home from going out there doing your bidding. You're showing us right now that when they come home, you don't even have the decency, empathy, or compassion, or respect to come out there and receive those bodies. And you think people finna line up? Put Barron out there. Yeah. If I was anybody in this country when they talking about, if I don't see Barron and Eric and Don, I ain't going. They can't arrest everybody. But I know one thing. If theirs not out there, if their kids are not out there, if Lindsey Graham folk ain't out there, if all these other Rick Scott, if y'all people ain't out there, don't ask for us. You lead by example. You believe in it so much, you make the ultimate sacrifice. Quit asking other people to do it. This y'all idea is not ours. And if it's your idea, you should back it, and you should back it with your people. If them rich folks ain't out there, mine ain't going nowhere near that motherfucker. Say what you want to say. I don't care. Excuse my language, but right about now, if Barron and Don Jr. and Eric ain't out there, don't look for mine. And I don't mean out there in the upper position. I mean where you can look down the line and see them. Yeah, just like Prince Harry was out there. He was in the Royal Military. Then the first family kids should be out here in this military. Since it's their dad is doing. Mine ain't going. I don't know about nobody else. I don't care what you say. Where theirs at. And we already know what you're going to do when they get back. So, who finna be a fool? When you didn't already show me what you're going to do. Once a person shows you who they are, believe them. I do. And I'm going to get on up out of here. But I got one question to ask. And this is to the MAGA supporters. Y'all sending y'all kids out there? Y'all got them ready? Y'all ready for them to be great again? Because it's going to be y'all's. It ain't going to be ours.
Iran supports black people. Iran supports black people. Iran supported Malcolm X. They supported Malcolm X. Iran supported solidarity for black Americans. But they want us, black Americans, to go fight for the United States. They want us to go fight Iran, all for America. Iran supports black Americans. The United States don't support black Americans. The Jewish people don't support black Americans. But you want us to defend y'all. Hell no. We not stupid.
U.S. Congress still hasn't declared war on Iran. And I'm just confused by that because that really means that the president is out here starting wars and starting conflicts in multiple different countries, but we're focused on Iran right now. The president is causing wars and conflicts without Congress even approving that. Without Congress even saying that we're actually going to be participating in a war. You know what I mean? And that's like how we're supposed to know. Like Congress is supposed to basically say, so we're in a war. Like that's what the Congress does. But we just have the president causing wars and conflicts. And then no wars are being announced by Congress, but it's like they're happening. Like we see them happening. You know what I mean? That's basically how I know that the president, for some reason, has more power and authority than he's supposed to be having currently. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know what ended up happening, but it's also making me think about how there are two different sides of the government, allegedly. You know what I mean? Like, I realistically think it's all one entity. The government is one thing. But if we look at the two different sides, it's like neither one of those two sides are trying to do anything to basically gain control of the situation. That the president is just doing whatever he wants to do.
Bitch, you mean to tell me that Trump said, hey, Iran, y'all want a ceasefire? And Iran said, fuck no, bitch. It's up and it's stuck. Wow. Y'all, I can't really say that I'm surprised, nor do I blame them. Because, listen, the U.S. and It's Not Real been asking for an ass whooping for a real long time. Like, they've been ready for a beatdown. And I'm so glad that Iran is finally saying, look, bitch, enough is enough. It's like the bully that keeps picking on and picking on and picking on. Finally, you get fed the fuck up that you got to show them what's up. Like, the U.S. and It's Not Real really thought they were about that life, and they were doing all this and that, right? And Iran came through, big Iran came through and said, bitch, okay, let's play. Y'all want to play? Let's play. And started for real laying hands. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, as their Black American cousins, I am so proud to see them finally standing up for themselves, as they should, because they got a right to defend themselves. Yeah, as they should. This has been a long time coming. And it's crazy that within, like, as soon as Iran starts fighting back, right? As soon as they start fighting back, Trump want to be like, oh, you want to see fire? You want to see fire? Fuck you, bitch. No. No. Y'all gonna take this ass whooping is what they said. Yeah, Iran. Okay.
What the hell you mean we are gonna have some casualties? Like, what's that? What's the we all about? This is what I don't like about malignant narcissists, okay? They all do the same thing. And I wish I had the technical term for it, but they all play this game. When he wanted to be the No New Wars president, when he wanted all that credit for stopping wars and he wanted a peace prize, it was I did this. I made those commands. I am the one who made the final decision as to whether or not we should take this action. But see, when they know they've made a decision that is not good, like when they know that they fucked up, now it's a we thing. We are all in on this. We're doing this. This means that he knows he made a decision that was not good. He knows there is nothing but negative consequences that will come from striking Iran again. They said this was about making sure that they don't continue with missiles, nuclear, all that stuff. What about last year? Don't remember we struck them last year, and he said back then that everything was wiped out. We finished it. So help me out. This was an I thing, right? I wanted to do this strike. I made sure that they did not have anything else. It was my decision to obliterate everything. But now we are doing it this year. We are all in on this, and I don't like that. I don't like that. You want to send some people over there? Send ICE. You know what I mean? Y'all done sunk $100 billion into. Send them over there. Pete Hegseth can go on his own, right? Every other video he makes, this dude is doing pull-ups and push-ups, and he lifting weights. He can go. RFK Jr., right? He was just doing cold plunges and sitting in saunas and working out with Kid Rock. Send the both of them over there. But don't get up on that podium and start talking all this we stuff. This was not a we decision. This was not. This was all you. And MAGA, y'all know that this is not what you voted for. But you're in too deep. So I'm not even going to do the whole we told you so stuff, because y'all don't care. You're in too deep. And for some reason, some way, somehow, you also think this is a good idea.
We don't have to choose one. And I think that is something that gets lost in political conversation. Too often, people are told that if they criticize American foreign policy, they must hate America. But questioning your government doesn't mean you hate your country. In fact, sometimes questioning those in power is one of the most important things citizens can do. And let's be honest, ordinary people in America has much more in common with ordinary people in other countries than they do with billionaires and powerful political leaders. A working class family in America worrying about rent has something in common with a working class family somewhere else worrying about food and housing. People everywhere want safety. They want their children to have a better future. They want to live without constantly worrying about money. So when government fights, ordinary people are often the ones who feel the consequences. That is why I believe we should always look beyond the headlines. Don't just ask who is the good guy. Ask who benefits from this conflict. Who is paying for it? who is losing their life or livelihood? And most importantly, what does this mean for ordinary people? At the same time, we should be careful about turning complicated international conflict into simple good versus evil stories. Iran has its own government and its own history. America also, and its own problems. Neither country should get a free pass. We should be able to criticize both, and that is what I think this viral clip is really making people think about. Maybe the most important thing is not choosing a side blindly. Maybe it is asking questions. Maybe it is demanding honesty from the people in power. And maybe it is remembering that ordinary people around the world don't have to be enemies just because their governments disagree. So guys, I want to hear from you. When you watched that confrontation, what was your reaction? Do you think America has the right to criticize other governments still dealing with serious problems at home? And you think Black Americans should be more serious of Americans' foreign policy decisions? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this conversation. Stay informed, stay critical, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself. Keep on pushing. Bye.